whatever time of the day you are listening to us. This is the P&A Podcast Express Quick Trip.
Hijack edition.
Quick Trip. Hijacked by your own cowboy. Brought to you by the extraordinaire producer and host, Phil and Adam. We will not say last names.
Uh-oh. Last names excluded.
Joined also by the Sasquatch expert, because he fucks them well, Matthew.
Wow.
And our attorney to tell us when we're pushing the boundaries,
The
Wade Crothers.
Holcomb, but
Holcomb, sorry.
Well, the
Wade Crothers. That's a famous last name.
know.
Crothers, Wade Crothers.
I don't know.
It is
Wade
it
Crothers.
is. Yeah, it's an athlete's name.
Okay, thank you.
Anyway, P&A Podcast Express at gmail.com or pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com. This is Quick Trip number 7,444. We're stuck in purgatory.
I think it is 44.
It's
actually.
Groundhog's. I know it is. It's Groundhog's Day.
And again, prize to anybody that sends an email during the recording.
Yeah, if you're sending us an email during the recording, that means we're really in tune with your brainwaves.
Because we're not live right now.
Cookie's done that before. Cookie has.
Nice.
Like, literally, remember that time Cookie sent us an email in the
We
middle of
weren't
something?
live, and
Yeah.
he emailed us about something we were talking about.
On the podcast.
How about this? At any time on
And
a
we
Monday
went
night
live.
between 7 o'clock and 9:30 p.m., send an email.
I have to give
that
kudos
covers-
to Mike on that introduction
Thank
for
you,
his
Matthew.
first time. That was very, very well done.
If you would like to email us, email us at
professional.
PNAPodcastExpress@gmail.com or pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com.
By the way, I had a bunch of business cards printed up for the podcast.
They're getting used up.
500 of them, and I'm down to probably only about 300 of them left. But our numbers have gone up because of the soiree on Saturday night at the Blue Water Inn at Port Sanilac, which yours truly co-DJ'd. Actually, he did all the work. I just sat there like a dumbass trying to pick up women.
When you tried to
DJ
do
the
it, it
event.
just eject something in the system.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
It
Adam
did.
came back and saved the day.
Yeah. He's like, what did you fuck up? I got to unfuck what you fucked
I'm
up.
pretty good. I'm pretty good.
A pretty fucking big deal, guys.
I'm a big deal. That's why he was getting paid the dollars and I was getting paid the beers.
Yeah, and the married women.
And the married women. Yeah, send those married women to me. And they're just like, I'm married.
You know,
I was
Phil
married.
did,
Same
not,
result.
Phil did not cash in.
Nope. Different night, same result.
Most of the women there on a normal basis are married, but I think on that night, they all had a hall pass, and they're like, I am
Seriously.
not going to be married tonight.
Like,
And I didn't receive any of those hall passes.
The Halloween Hall Pass.
yeah,
a Halloween hall pass.
Halloween horror hall pass. But seriously, I mean, those party buses.
He threw whore in there.
You
That
did.
second party bus number 2, I will call it,
What, the
was
young
an
holes
epic
or the
party
old
bus.
holes?
It was.
The young,
Young
holes.
holes, not the old holes. Okay.
Well, it was later in the night, and they're all fucked up already.
Yeah.
You know how many bars they already been to.
I seriously think that our DJing kept the second party bus there for a record number of hours.
There was more people in that upstairs than I've ever seen.
I think capacity
Well,
would allow.
You've seen DJs there
Right.
before.
Buffo.
How do we rank on that scale?
By the way, Adams, thank you for saying our and we because I didn't really contribute a lot.
I would
did.
rank you out of 1 to 10. I would have gave you guys a 15.
There you go.
Fantastic.
That's
That's
five
what we
above.
go for. When I think of scales, I'm like, I want to be a 15.
You were polite. You got everything out that everybody wanted to listen to.
You didn't want to charge somebody $5 for doing one of their songs like some others have done in there?
I
That's
did not
happened?
want to do
We
that.
didn't even we didn't even put up a tip jar. No,
Last time they were asking for $5 a song. They said, well, I can go down there and get 12 on the jukebox, so shut the fuck up.
We didn't even put out a tip jar. That never
I know.
even occurred to me. Why would
But I'm
we
not,
do
I'm
that?
not going to lie to you. Normally, the guy that's
We were
usually
getting
up
paid
there,
handsomely.
there was him and me.
Yes.
That was it.
Well, and you probably suck pretty bad. And if he's worse
had
than
to.
you, then that really sucked.
I must have really sucked because I says, "Hey, I want to play the song." He says, "Write it down and put it in the basket." I'm looking around. I'm like,
around.
"There's me and you." All right, we get it.
I don't.
So there's literally just me and him up there. And he's like, "Write it down, put it in the basket." I said, "Just play the fucking song." That's not how we do it. You got to write it down and put it in the basket.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but my whole take on it is you're being paid to be there to give people exactly what they want.
Right.
And there are limits to what you'll do. If somebody comes up and they're like, I want old style, bullshit song that you just know is going to kill
I
it.
won't hear Sweet Caroline 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Okay, Clark.
Yeah.
Bah,
Then you're gonna tell people no. But I mean, you're there to give people what they want.
Yep.
And
So
if it's
why
just
not
you
give people what they
and one other guy up there, and everybody else is downstairs in the bar,
I didn't see the line.
You're doing something wrong,
play the guy's song.
Yeah, there was no line.
right?
There's no line.
How did you like my Lowlander comments? I think that
You-
brought people up.
That the place was packed. That's all I can say.
It was fantastic. I mean, at first in the night, I was like, "Oh, they should have put us down in the bottom part,"
No,
but it turned out pretty well.
you did.
Now, I do wish they would have had the bar upstairs going because I don't think anybody would have ever left.
No, they wouldn't have.
They
But-
should get that up and going.
They
again.
barely got the staffing for the lower bar.
Well,
Right.
exactly.
That's the downside.
Speaking of staffing, how did you do with Pocahontas?
Did you staff her?
Did
Yeah.
you?
I did not.
Did she peg you?
Do you know? Do you know if you did or not? You were pretty hammered.
you were,
Yeah,
you were
but
hanging all
I
over
did-
Pocahontas.
Like me and Mike went out for a cigarette break, and I told him, I says, went out, got in my truck. I remember the state police and the sheriff's department were sitting 2 blocks down at the park, and I started up my truck, and I said, I'm going home one way or another. So they're either going to follow me or they're not. Started up my truck, and I was parked right at the intersection.
That's very philosophical of you.
Right at the intersection. I says, they're going to get me, they're going to get me. I said, fuck it, let's do it. So I did go home,
So
and I'm
you did
sure
it.
I was alone that night.
So, Wade, you've seen our stack of cards that we have, right? That Phil had printed up. He had cards
Yep.
printed up. So, Matt, being the just constant promoter that he is, my wife goes out to the car, and guess who got a card?
His wife, your wife.
My wife got a card.
Never
My-
heard of this P&A. Must be good.
Huh, I wonder what happened there.
Huh,
So,
I had the same last name as one of the co-hosts. What the fuck?
she's going out to the car, and he's like, "What are you doing? Are you leaving?" "No, I'm just going out to the car. I'm going to watch a movie for a while." "Well, why don't you do this?" And he hands her a card. And as a rule, she does not listen to the podcast because she has to put up with my shit all the time at home.
And she hears it live.
So she finally listened this time.
No.
No,
did not.
no. She watched the movie.
She took the card and threw it away.
She threw it out the window. I found it on the sidewalk the next
She
morning.
watched Super Troopers for the 53rd time.
She's like, I'm married to this. I'm married to that guy. Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck this shit. It's horrible. She's commenting right now, and she doesn't really even care.
She's on our Facebook page right now leaving us a terrible review.
Yeah. These guys suck.
guys are
in
assholes.
person and recording.
I think she, rather than listen to us talk live, she's playing Minesweeper.
Oh, yeah, it's Minesweeper. Not Minecraft, Minesweeper.
No,
That's
Minesweeper.
old school right there.
Way more boring.
If you know how to play Minesweeper, then what the fuck is wrong with you?
She would rather do math than to listen to us.
I was going to
So
say.
but Matt handed her a card.
It's funny
Well-
that you mention that because I read a statistic
informed.
that half the people in Sound Like County would rather do meth than listen to us.
Yeah, well,
That sounds
that,
about right.
The night I found the sad soul outdoors, not having much fun,
No.
I says, I'm going to offer her a card to spice your night up.
Spice your night up.
Give this a listen. You'll have a good
You
night.
sound
She
like one of
says-
those old Lover's Lane commercials.
Her
from
exact
Saginaw.
words were, "Kiss my ass, you piece of shit. I'm going to watch a movie."
You dumb
well,
idiot.
honestly, I put that on another card that she carries with her.
She says, "That's my husband's podcast. I'm not listening to that garbage, so fuck off and walk away."
I know how bad it sucks. We're hanging on by a thread. Don't make me listen to that shit,
said-
is what she said.
I said,
She's like, they keep spending money on equipment, but there's no money coming in.
Damn.
Sucks. And then they,
Which she
and
told
then
you to
we
kiss
got,
her
we
ass.
got to get another one of those for
and then they,
There's only so many Matt straight up sucks.
and then they take up
drops
so
that we
much
can
of my
use.
time having to listen to this bullshit too. My goodness, when are these guys going to just give it up? It's kind of like a guy who made it to the big show in baseball for maybe 9 games, and he's still playing AA ball when he's 37 years old.
Going back to
Just
the
give it up,
majors.
yeah. I'm going to get back to the show.
Like Tim Tebow in the minor leagues.
That's right, Tebow.
He was on a football team this fall
Was he?
for
Yeah.
a few weeks.
He was on Jacksonville. He got cut.
Urban
He
picked him
got
up.
cut from the losingest team in the league.
They hired him to be a tight end.
Yes.
Yeah, they signed him to a contract to be a tight end.
Yeah, how bad is it?
Apparently, Tebow's end isn't tight.
How
think
bad
this-
is it that Urban Meyer says, you're not good enough?
You're just not good enough.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
I met a few tight ends.
Hey,
in my
I know
day.
you. I know you got me 2 national championships in college, but you're not good enough to be on my Jacksonville Jaguars team in the pros.
Honestly, if they signed Tim
Which
Tebow,
they've won 1 game.
if they signed Tim
Lions have
Tebow,
won
they're
0.
7-0.
Oh, if
would've
Tebow
been
Tebow
7-0?
would will them to win. He has a direct line to
Jesus.
Jesus.
Would will
I was going to get there. Oh,
I know,
You
but
didn't
you were
let me
going too
develop
slow.
the joke. All right,
You
all
did
right.
not. You did not get there quick enough.
Agreed.
Crush that.
Hey, Bob Euchre, is this a sports commentary or a podcast?
It's whatever we want it to be.
It's a whole podcast of sound effects.
That's all it is now is drops. Thanks, Matt.
My bad.
This is why we can't have nice things.
There you are. I thought you were sleeping.
Play that on
Getting-
repeat.
And we got to get a new drop.
Nah, we haven't wore that one out
Dude,
yet.
I got.
So if you could pick your favorite drop, what it would consist of, what it would sound like. Maybe you don't know it right now, but what would be an amazing drop in your mind?
The duck.
A duck?
No, the Aurora Snow duck.
The what?
The what?
Oh, look it up. Aurora Snow duck.
So
Oh,
look
he's
at
talking about the
Aurora
Northern
Snow
Lights.
Duck.
You'll find it.
So Aurora Snow Duck.
Yes.
Those are the
Duck
key
sound.
words.
Aurora Snow
I think he's talking about the Northern Lights, Phil, but I don't think
that's
that's
Aurora
the correct
Borealis.
That's it.
pronunciation.
Yep, Aurora Borealis.
Oh, 2 different things?
Aurora is
Nah,
north.
He'll play this.
Hold
drop.
on. Let's listen.
Oh God, we're playing Stern on our show now.
Oh, no.
So meta.
It is.
Everybody, bear with us. This is only like 7 minutes long. Oh, 15 minute
Jesus
07.
Christ, that's the rest of the podcast.
Cut it off.
One more.
So we're just going to let Stern take over our podcast.
Does he get into it quickly?
No.
I think we should invite
I'll find
women to get naked on
All
our
right,
podcast.
I think we should invite Howard Stern onto our show.
Thanks
And-
a lot, Mike.
Make
That
him get into a
sucks.
pool of jello.
And
Not
naked
yet.
women.
You'll see it.
God damn it. You know,
There you go. The drop.
Is that her vagina doing that?
That's her mouth and throat doing that. That's the greatest drop in the whole fucking world.
No, I could do that.
Yeah, I bet you could.
Matt did that the other night with Pocahontas.
I did.
She's got a penis.
She did not. Did she really?
No, I don't think so. But
Yeah, I don't
pretty
think
I
so
love
either.
how you have to look to us to qualify this.
He was too wasted.
I had to ask Mike.
Yeah. As far as I know, she doesn't. From what I hear about other dudes saying she doesn't.
I don't
That's-
even know
that's
who was
good
it.
news, then.
Who was it? Pocahontas. Who was dressed
I
as
forget her
Pocahontas?
first name. I'm just saying.
Let's
know.
just leave it at Pocahontas.
I'll
Yeah,
pull a
we'll
picture
just
for
leave
you.
it at Pocahontas, but Polka-worthy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Ring don't
It
block
takes
the hole.
that's cultural misappropriation, but I like it.
I did not do anything with Pocahontas.
Surprise, surprise.
Did you do something with Frankenstein's monster
I'm a-
that was running around there, or what?
I'm a gentleman. you know. Actually, honestly, you know what happened? I think I just got too drunk. I was like, I need to just go home.
Yeah,
So
doesn't that
I
suck?
I did buy like 15 bags of chips from Junior, the bartender. He's like, give me like 5 of each of what you got there. And
Oh,
I
that special
loaded them
popcorn?
up, and I went home.
And then you woke up in the morning and you were surrounded by them all, but they weren't in the bags anymore.
I woke up in the morning, and I was
You were in a
surrounded
bed
by,
of popcorn.
by like 15
The
bags
baddest shame.
of mini potato chips.
It was American Beauty all over again, but it wasn't Rose Petals.
It was the
Better
most shameful
Maids.
morning of my life.
It was
That's-
Better Maids. It wasn't Rose Petals.
That's usually the last thing
See,
I'm
wait, I
surrounded
still
by
got
in
it.
the morning. Potato chips. Not legs,
Fucking
potato
service
chips.
around here.
So I had to change your sheets for a different reason.
Not boobs, potato chips.
Wow.
Potato chips.
So I went to Mike's house after the bar, after we loaded up all the equipment. And proceeded to hit on a woman who's apparently engaged.
And
right?
way out of your league.
Was it Pocahontas?
No.
It was
It was
Boba
Rachel.
Vampire.
It was Rachel.
The tall one?
Rachel.
Yeah. Well, she was dressed up as Rachel from Friends.
Oh, yeah,
I-
that one,
I-
too.
I do
Yeah.
know who that is.
There was...
But her,
she
her,
didn't
her
wear a
fiance,
bra.
Yeah, her fiance was there, and he didn't seem to appreciate me hitting on her.
There was
So then
also
other-
a chick
Brit-
in a
so then
floral top.
So then Britney Spears sat down beside me, but she wasn't Britney Spears. God bless her soul. She's a beautiful woman, but she's like Britney Spears times 5.
Britney
Spears told you
said-
you were being toxic.
Something was toxic. Like she should maybe toxically put down the potato chips.
Did she get all sweaty and sing a song?
All I'm trying to do is get you to pound that shit, too.
I know you want me to so bad, but
You got such high fucking
she
standards,
said,
you prick.
She said, let's do it. Nobody would know, and I said, I would know.
Fuck yeah. With your big old dong, you'd hit the center.
Yeah, that's true. She was dressed like a jelly donut.
So you actually
You
turned
dressed like cheese
something,
and jelly donut.
You
What?
turned something down that night.
I turned something down every night.
I went home with potato chips, and you were. Well,
This guy, listen,
doesn't.
Mike gets it. I
doesn't.
do.
You do.
He doesn't.
Let me correct myself. You turned down a girl that night.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys this. I mean, Wade, you weren't there, but you probably gathered that Phil and I kicked pretty good ass at being
kicked-
DJs.
Oh no, I got
Major
Snapchat.
ass.
I wanted to be there, but I was in Lansing
We
at the
had
time.
we had karaoke too.
So
Karaoke.
Phil and I are thinking about kind of making that a regular thing to
You
make some
should.
extra cash.
And maybe
Get us
just Andor cash,
closer to our dream of being podcast moguls.
Yes.
as well as DJs.
Yeah, Quad City DJs.
Although the four
Port
cities,
St.
are
like Sandusky, Snover, and Clifford.
you got it, bitch.
You guys,
Center
you
of the
guys
universe.
did the best job ever compared to what
That's pretty good coming from you because normally you
Was
do
there
nothing
prior.
but talk shit about me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still talk shit about you, Phil.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, I'll be honest. I kicked pretty good ass on my own.
You did.
But then when you add in Phil is like that X factor that just took it over the top.
I'm the cherry
you
on
know
the
what
Sunday. bitch.
really set the whole night off?
I like cherries.
Is that when I bring you guys your drinks,
Everybody was bringing us.
I was like a little bitch.
I like it.
I was a little afraid at my tab at the end of the night, and it was $20.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh shit! I never checked to see if I had a tab.
More than
you didn't.
Oh,
Sounds
yeah.
about right.
You were drinking
Yeah.
for free.
this
Phil.
guy gets it. My attorney gets it. Sounds about right, Phil.
For those shit wages, the least you can do is get some wings and the beer.
I don't remember
True.
what my tab was,
Well, you don't remember if you took anybody home.
You
but
probably
I
didn't
know
pay
that
it.
I did buy a lot of fucking potato chips.
I mean, you got to treat yourself.
Not the
Treat
famous
yourself.
Right? It's like, hey, you know what? I'm out. It's Halloween. I'm gonna really treat myself.
I'm gonna
good
trick or
tonight.
treat
I'm
like
getting-
an adult.
I'm
Buy
not
a
only getting
shitload
the
of
salt
potato
and
chips.
vinegar. I'm getting the salt and vinegar and the Frito Lay's chili cheese. Yeah, we're
Chili and the
That is-
cheese.
That is never going to get old. Wait until I find the one that says, "What up, Matt?
What up, man?
I haven't had my muffin, Matt."
We're gonna put tape over that fucking button.
By the way,
It's on the computer.
by
It's
the
not a
way,
button.
by the way. So I ordered booms. So we got 2 more booms coming, like these for those mics, and
Yeah, because your attorney has
I'm also
my
gonna.
stand
I'm
that
also
I
gonna.
usually use
I'm
tonight.
also. I'm also going to straight up
I
order
got your
another mic
farts.
because I don't like
got
seeing
my
Mike on
farts?
another mic, and I want.
No,
That.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Should we? I'm going to order a 5th. Should I do that?
That's your name.
probably.
God, we're just spending money. My attorney
Yeah,
says
that's what I'm
do
trying
it, but my
to-
accountant says you
It's a-
fucking idiot.
It's a good thing he's
Your
not an
attorney
accountant.
says, "I've got enough. Let's do it."
Yeah,
yeah, just do it up. Do
But
it
my
up, baby.
accountant's like, "What the fuck? Do you realize you spent $2,700
Hey,
on the podcast
hey,
this year?"
Most
we
of
don't
us
have
food
an accountant
challenge.
for that exact reason.
I
The
do.
voice of reason is sitting behind you, and she's like, "I'm all for it."
All right, do it, baby.
Fucking
Do whatever
doing it,
feel good.
man.
You realize we literally have like $5,000 worth of equipment to do this podcast now.
I don't know what
It's
these
not
things
5,000.
cost, but I do remember.
Retail,
Yeah.
retail.
Sounds
Yeah.
like future P&A problem. Let's not think about.
Yeah,
the
let's
money
just
right
let future Adam and Phil worry
now.
about
Let's let
this.
future Ed and we'll worry about.
I don't know what these things cost, but I do remember last time we were in Deckerville that I tossed out a hundy
Yeah, it was more than that.
towards one of these stands.
We
It
got
was
you your
more
own
than
mic.
that.
Yeah, we got you your own mic and headset.
That was
I was talking about the stand.
Oh, the stand is only like $25.
yeah, but the
Oh, you had
mic,
$75
just
for
the
beer then.
headphones, just the headphones are like more than what you kicked in.
Yeah.
But we took care of you, didn't we?
It was a donation.
Didn't we?
And we appreciate
Did
it.
we take care of you?
It was supposed to be for
Well, a
Steve
sweet drop.
Gutenberg.
I know,
I mean,
but you
I
know what?
can't-
Gutenberg is it? You know what? Gutenberg's never going to happen. I'm okay with this.
He's got a
I
movie
don't-
coming out.
I wouldn't
just-
give up so
Well, now
quick.
he's
How
never going to be.
far
doing
did you get with that, by the way?
Not far enough.
that. Pretty decent. Pretty decent.
Because
I wouldn't give
with-
up just yet.
I'm not
exactly,
giving up
with
on
my
Gutenberg.
concert photography. I have to go through so many channels just to
I'm
get
not
to the
going
right
to. I'm not going to
people.
give up on Gutenberg. You're absolutely right.
Is the thing is, I've gotten shows for
Is
concert
that another
photography
one
that
on me?
No.
Go ahead, Wade.
guys
I've gotten
just
shows
flushed
for
I'm listening, Wade.
concert photography. I've gotten shows just by going through super deep channels just to try to find
Right.
the right person. There's no reason you couldn't get.
I'll get.
So
we'll get
no
Gute.
joke. We've gotten approached by a company that does promotions for podcasts. We have to link up a few things, and there's a few things that we have to do. But like, they'll pay X amount of dollars per episode to have us just play their ad before we go on, and then there's like whole other levels if you want
Yeah.
to actually do an
Was that
interview
Pocahontas?
during the podcast,
Oh, yeah.
things like that. So there are good things afoot here at the PNA podcast.
Okay, it's just if you're desperate enough, you make enough waves and people notice.
Oh, we're gonna make it
Phil
happen.
is desperate enough.
Yes, no, that is very
See, I'm not desperate enough to get laid, but I'm desperate enough to spend a day with Steve Gutenberg.
Yeah.
Well, aren't we all?
Yes.
Well, I think if the podcast is moving in the direction that you're talking about, we should move past Steve Gutenberg and go towards Jennifer Aniston.
no, she'll hang out with
yeah.
us already. I already got a contact for her.
Actually,
I don't give a fuck.
I
Phil
think Jenna,
talks to her every Friday.
Jenna
Yeah.
Jameson.
Oh shit! I talked to her too.
Yeah.
Now
Is
that
that just
yeah,
the vagina
for,
you bought at Lion's Den?
It is. It is. By the way, I have a picture I want to share with everybody here, and I want to discuss
vagina
this.
you bought at
Phil's
the
got a
Lions,
fleshlight of Jenna Jameson.
No.
It's the full body.
No,
lower.
so when I looked at the scarecrows in Sandusky, the town they put out scarecrows every year. It's the hometown folksy thing they do.
Community fundraiser, I think.
But on the lawn of the courthouse is the local heroes, and it shows doctors, nurses, firefighters, first responders, blah blah. This one really caught my eye, and I want you guys to look at this photo.
You stopped, took a picture.
I took some time.
Nice.
Actually, Mary took this photo. I'm
some
not going to
time.
lie.
Thanks, Mary.
This doll, the expression on her face looks like she's surprised to be there. And I wonder if somebody used the basis of a sex doll to make a scarecrow.
It looks close. You got an open mouth.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah. Am I not wrong? Look, Mary took that photo.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a sex doll they used for the basis of that scarecrow?
Let's
Yes.
go up there. It's after dark.
There's
Let's
the
go
full.
find
There's
out.
the full. There's the full Monty right there.
Her O Canada. face.
Right. She looks like she's surprised. She's like, oh.
It
And they
is
put
a
in-
sex doll, but it's okay because it's one of the cheaper ones.
So you can make a sex doll scarecrow and put on the courthouse lawn.
For your community
but yet I
vets.
can't take a dump on the fucking state police post front lawn, and I'm the bad guy here.
Doesn't make
Well,
sense.
I
Wrong.
kind of have to agree with that, Phil. There's a huge difference.
What's the difference?
What if he's got the runs?
You can make a sex doll look pretty and innocent. Taking a
she
dump
doesn't. She looks
on the
surprised.
front lawn of the state police post in
Wait, wait,
Sandusky
wait.
is not pretty and
You can make
innocent.
a
I'm gonna throw
choir
this
of
out
sex
there.
dolls and it looks like they're singing.
What
Just shove a corn dog in their mouth. Makes
What
it look like they're at
doesn't-
the fair.
what sex doll doesn't look surprised?
They all look
Because
surprised.
I'm serious. When they were manufactured, when they're like, "Oh, I'm going to be a mannequin," or "I'm going to show off this or that," do you think they thought I'm going to have a lot of stuff shoved in me?
Yeah, between the holes in my mouth and
No
my.
I'm
washing.
gonna make a sex doll with duck lips.
But those
How
ones you're gonna
useful is
get,
that?
you're gonna get
Right?
one like the one I have. You know, they're $15,000. But I think they
You have a
actually have.
$15,000 sex
I
doll.
think they actually have real
It's
body
Judy.
parts on them.
Well, no one can top that.
So I just thought that I saw this on
It's
the courthouse
shaped like
lawn.
a horse.
I'm like, that's a sex doll. That is not a scarecrow.
Turn
That
me
is
on.
definitely. It looks like it's wearing my wig.
It is wearing your wig.
And your lipstick.
Look at that. Half of its lipstick, half is. If you look at the mouth, it looks like it's a heart shape too.
But you know what I'm gonna do?
Which
I'm gonna
apparently
run
that
home
little
and I'm gonna
diddle-
check
that
my
little
closet.
diddly-
And if she's fucking missing, I'm suing the courthouse.
That little diddly is probably what gets your midley right there.
That's my hair and my doll.
Nice.
That's my girl. Wait, that's my car. That's
my
my
lady.
girl. Remember that from
Shut up,
Super Troopers?
Farva.
Should I file a missing persons report?
You should. Be like, my sex doll is now on the lawn of the courthouse.
Last seen at San Luis
Somebody
County
damn
Courthouse.
stole her. Dressed her up.
God damn it, Judge Ross doesn't use my sex doll.
I never let her wear clothes. She's not that dignified.
We had an agreement.
That's right. We had.
Get those fucking clothes off of her.
But somebody fucking dressed the sex doll as a scarecrow, and nobody's talking about this. Are you cutting us off?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Nobody else can hear this but me.
Oh. I'm just worried about this. I saw this, and I'm like, how the fuck is this happening?
It's the wrap it up box.
Yeah. Just it.
I think.
Am I wrong on that?
I think
Mary
what-
took this picture.
I
This
think
isn't me being a
what
dirty dog.
she's representing out there is most of the secretaries in the courthouse.
Oh, shit! Do we have that one?
I think when you said most, I think you meant all.
Oh, shit!
Don't mind me.
I'll get him on my side of the table.
It's more of
28
a
years old, I'm
representation of the faculty than it is
There it
a
is.
sex doll.
Let's go run a train on it.
Let's go run a train on it. What? So if
Come
I
on,
stick
ride
my
a train.
dick in that sex doll's mouth on the courthouse lawn, will I get in trouble for that?
Hey,
Absolutely
the way it was
not.
dressed, it was asking for it.
It was asking for it.
As your
Absolutely.
future attorney, I suggest against that.
Okay. All right,
He's
thanks,
full
Wade.
of shit. He said he's not even a lawyer yet.
No.
He's a lawyer.
I said,
Fuck him.
I
He's a
said
liar.
future.
For all intents and purposes, he's a lawyer.
Do you
Intensive purpose.
You go out
All
there
intents and purposes.
you rail
Intense
that
and
broad
not
as much as
intensive.
you want to, and there's not a fucking thing they can do
Intense.
to
Well,
you.
hold on. I'm going to ask a golden question here. Do you think you passed the bar?
Oh, that's a little bit of a gray
Yes or no?
area.
It's a yes or no, goddammit.
I'm mentally preparing that I've failed the first time.
Then yes,
To
he
keep my
passed it.
expectations
I'm taking
low.
that as a yes.
I want to
Keep
know.
my expectations low.
So
Congratulations.
when you pass the bar, we need to do some investigative journalistic shit and find out about this sex doll on the lawn, because I want to sue for indecent exposure of that
Okay,
sex doll.
hold on.
Call.
I
And
feel
theft
that
of
right
property.
now, until he does pass the bar,
Right.
I should take over counsel.
I don't want to sue, but I want to know the story.
Until I
Like,
pass the bar, I agree.
Have you taken the bar?
I did.
Yes,
I have taken
I'm at the bar
Wade
every weekend.
has.
Matt has not. He's just spent a lot of time at the bar.
Matt was just trying to poke a harness over the weekend.
I'm a public attorney, and I'm at the bar every weekend.
Anyway, Wade, I'm going to take your advice and let this one lie, but I want to know, and I want people to be outraged. Why has the local press not hitched on to this story?
You're out of line, counselor.
You
You
have
probably
made a point.
could
Leading-
try something with it.
I'm going to.
He's leading you to believe
I'm doing it right now.
that a perfectly legal act
So am I.
that you're not allowed to do.
But you notice my language
Objection.
is giving me full deniability.
Of course. I've noticed that too.
You're out of line, counselor.
I'm giving my language is full deniability. I have
He can-
nothing to do with it.
He can
Why can
fuck.
so
He can
so they-
fuck that doll he wants to in that front yard, and there's nobody
they-
can
I
do
didn't
about
tell
it.
him he
They
could,
can-
so I'm fine.
They can dress a fucking sex doll up as a scarecrow and it's okay.
Take her
But Matt
clothes
can't
off,
let
that's
his
illegal.
favorite donkey loose in the fucking courthouse
You
lawn.
can do whatever you want to do that sex doll.
I mean,
Except take
unless
your clothes
you
off in public.
unless you label letting your donkey loose on the courthouse lawn as political speech, then you're
See, you know what?
Oh,
you know
there
what
you go.
that's called?
What's
When
that
they
called?
put a sex doll out on the sidewalk.
What's that? Free reign?
They're planting the seed of the crime into your mind.
it's entrapment.
Entrapment.
Thank you, attorney. That's entrapment.
Isn't
That's the
that-
smartest attorney thing he said all
They're
day.
trying to get you to fuck this doll on the lawn, and they gotcha.
Gotcha, motherfucker.
As an attorney, am I wrong? Is that the meaning of entrapment?
Yeah, of course,
When
of course.
They- trying to get you to do something
plant
illegal
the
that you wouldn't
seed
normally
of
do.
the crime into your mind.
Yeah.
Right.
Not necessarily. It's trying to get you to do something illegal that you weren't thinking of
Normally
doing.
wouldn't
Right.
do.
Putting a sex doll on the lawn, begging you to fuck it.
Oh,
That's entrapment.
I am not a lawyer. Don't take my words at face
I
value.
see you, Sanilac County. I see you. I see what you're trying to do
Okay,
here.
So another scenario. So they take a homeless guy or dress up a police officer as a homeless guy. They
Right.
put $300 sitting on his lap, and he's sitting next to a party store passed out. Normally, you would walk by and you wouldn't harass that man, right? You see the money, you walk by, you grab it. That's entrapment.
Right?
Yep, it is.
He doesn't
You
need
actually,
300 bucks.
wow, you grasped this concept really well. Did this happen to you?
No, I went to school to be a police officer.
No, that is entrapment.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you went to school ever.
Yeah.
Shit, you could have fooled
Cow
me.
fucking, and that was it.
Yeah, that is entrapment, but if... No, I don't remember what I was saying. It was just if the police officer's like, you should go take that money. That's also entrapment, too.
Right, but
That's where I always get hit when police officers
they,
are like, "Go take that money."
They plant the seed of the crime in your mind as entrapment. So if the Sanilac County Courthouse is going to put a sex doll out in front yard, you can go fuck the hell out of that thing, and there's
And claim
nothing,
entrapment.
nothing nobody can say about it.
Do you think
Actually,
this
now
would
that
be...
I'm thinking about it, that probably wouldn't be entrapment, just putting $300 on a person and having you walk by it, unless the cop said, hey, the person's got $300. Go take it. Just having it laying out isn't entrapment.
So if
But they put the money on there.
That still isn't
The
entrapment.
homeless guy didn't have it.
They still didn't
put it there to entrap somebody to take it.
So
they
if
never
I go,
convinced you to take it.
So if I go...
That's the conviction.
If you just
That's
took
where
it, that
they're
is still
convincing you
your
right
own
there.
volition. If you just see
The
it
own
laying out
volition.
there, that is your own volition, that is your own choice. But
No,
if the
because
cop
it's
told
not
you,
under normal circumstances. They would not have been holding that money. So if you're walking by,
Some people
and if
have cash.
So if I go stick my
if the
dick in the
police
mouth
did
of
not
this
put
fucking
that
doll,
money there,
and I
you
get
would not have been
arrested,
attempted to
I dare
take
you.
it.
But
I don't
the
think
thing
you're
is,
in trouble.
They're
All you're
doing
gonna
that
do
as
is
a
get
trap
mass
to
tased
get
and
you to
that's
take
it.
it.
right?
true,
So
but the
that's
thing
a
is,
trap.
you taking
trouble
it
from the law.
has no influence
his
from the
aides.
cop at all.
Right.
The money's just sitting there.
'Cause
the
he's
cop
already
influences
The
deposited.
you to
influence
do it,
from the cop is they put it there.
Of dirty
But that's not enough for entrapment.
Sure it is. That's entrapment.
AIDS and tainted cum.
In my
Tainted
probably
love.
the first 2 weeks
Tainted cum.
through criminal
Go ahead,
justice school,
sorry.
that was what I learned.
In 3
That
years
was
law
an
school, I
example-
don't think that was
That was an
entrapment.
example that they used.
I still would argue that that wouldn't be entrapment because you had the choice to walk past it or not. But if you were convinced otherwise,
you
if
normally
someone told
would have
you-
walked past it if the cops didn't put the money there to begin with.
Well, the thing is, the cops put the money there, but your choice is you could walk past it. That's the
could,
thing. But
but they
the
put it
entrapment is that the cops are like, that guy's got $300 just sitting on him. You should take it.
But
That's
that guy
entrapment.
didn't have it until the cops put it there.
Then just ask the
That's
cops,
the
why don't you
argument.
take it? Well, why should I take it? Why don't
So
you take
here's
Just
another
walking
thing
by
too.
it, you still have a choice to do the right thing or not do the
Yep,
right
either
thing.
So I
do
wa-
that or
I
not
wanna
do
know
that.
this. This is
Then
one of
if
those-
someone convinced you to
Right.
try to take
The
it, like you
whole-
should do this.
The
That's
whole
entrapment.
point of
a red
entrapping
flag,
somebody
too.
is, hey, I'm going to do this to see if they do this. So they did that to get somebody else to do that. You just entrapped them.
I will disagree, but
Well, as you
Agree-
said, a lot
agree
of
to
times
disagree.
coercing someone to do something that's out of character that they normally wouldn't do under extreme circumstances, that's entrapment. Like when you know someone's down on their luck and you toss out a couple $100 on the sidewalk on a homeless man and you say, hey, hard times, man. Look at that guy. He's got a couple $100 over there.
Let's see if somebody takes it.
Right.
my thing is that it's not influenced by the cops.
Right.
I
Your-
feel that
you
every
have
week.
your character
It
and what
is
you to
if
is-
the
But I'm also saying the cops are in the undercover cops are telling you to go like, hey, look at that.
like if they say that, that's absolutely entrapment. But
Right.
just leaving
I'm saying, if
like
the
$300
cops
on
no,
put
no,
it
that's
there.
morally. That's if you're not coerced or anything, then yeah, that's on you. Absolutely, that's not entrapment. Even if the cops planted it there,
Okay, but it's like baiting deer.
because technically
Can't
all
do it.
money belongs to the government.
So if you got two cops, one of them says, I'm going to sit down on the sidewalk here,
Yeah,
pretend to be a homeless guy, and we're going to put $200 cash on my lap, and we're going to wait for somebody to walk by and grab it. That is enticing somebody to commit a crime that they normally wouldn't commit if you didn't set them up for the crime.
you know,
That's entrapping somebody
I
to
feel
do
like-
something they normally
I
wouldn't
feel like
do.
you might have a case depending on what happened, but then again, in my mind, if I saw that, I'd probably nudge the dude and be like, "Hey, fucking put your money away."
Most people
So
probably
here's
would.
my
It does
thing.
look like a red flag.
And
Which is a good
that's
thing
the
because
not-
that's what they're trying
Right.
to trap
That's
you to
the
do.
argument I'm trying to make. It's not
Every
entrapment
week,
because
every
you
week.
still have the choice when you see it. to
Morally,
walk by.
absolutely.
You're not convinced by the cop by saying, like, "Hey, that guy's got $300 sitting there. You should take
You're-
it."
Right.
Every
That's
week.
entrapment.
You
Every
are
week.
absolutely right. You have a choice not to grab it. But the point is, the principle is, they set you up for it. The law enforcement
Motherfucker.
sets you up to snatch that money so they could bust you. That's the difference.
So-
you
I
do have a
understand
choice.
that, but my thing is the whole.
It's like a
having the
speed
choice-
trap.
Well,
All right, gentlemen,
my thing is that
gentlemen,
having-
you
I have a point I have to make here. Every week, Phil comes up and he's like, "Hey, show up for the podcast. It'll get you laid." It does not.
It doesn't.
Does not.
My wife doesn't listen. So is that entrapment? Because he's luring me in under false pretense.
Yep.
No, she still has the choice to not listen, which clearly she doesn't.
She does not. She's intelligent,
entrapment,
so
but
she
it's
does
not a
listen.
criminal offense. So there's
You know what I
another
like?
line there.
I liked it
I
better.
think it's pretty criminal to lure me in with, this podcast is going to get you laid. And then it doesn't.
It's not.
I liked it better when we talked about quantum physics and we made fried rice on the hibachi.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember making fried rice, but not quantum physics.
Oh, that was like episode 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
Way back.
That's when this podcast was intelligent.
That was before I killed all my brain cells with alcohol.
Just joking. This has been good. This has been good.
It's
I love
been
the
a
debate.
Great episode.
But I think entrapment. You know what? Email us
Yep.
if you have been a victim of, or know, or have clear-cut cases of entrapment that you know of,
Or have an opinion or a pulse.
or an opinion or a pulse, or even if you want to get fingered on the pulse. I mean,
Nice.
just do it.
Or if you want to just come up here and sit
You
on
know-
a lap while we debate all this stuff.
PNA Podcast
Come and do
Express at
it.
gmail.com.
Sometime-
Pineapple
the
at
last-
gmail.com.
Sometimes you can feel the pulse when you're fingering.
Yeah. Last one that sat on his lap during a podcast ended up with some other dude.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember me saying, is that your
But
boyfriend?
that-
No, that's
that-
not my boyfriend.
No, it
That
And they
dude
went
she ended
Facebook
up
official,
with,
yeah.
I watched him there a week prior,
Yeah.
making out with like 4 different girls.
No, playa.
Good for him.
Yeah, it just seems weird when you call somebody a player that's not like teenager or young 20s. Like if it's a 30-some-year-old, 40-some-year-old guy, you're like, player, and like, oh, that's
It's weird at that point.
stupid.
It's weird at that
yeah,
point.
it is weird.
It switches from comment to insult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well put.
Wade, we don't want to talk to you anymore. After you just told us you failed the bar exam, you don't even know what
No, he didn't fail
entrapment
it. He
is.
feels he failed it.
I feel like I'm within
Stop.
a
We
few
got to build our
points.
brother up.
Yep.
Just kidding, Wade.
I like to think that Wade passed it and has given us solid legal advice since episode like 31.
Oh, is that the one he was on?
I don't know.
I think you might be right. Cookie, look that up.
Yeah, Cookie.
I
get
still
on that.
feel until we're sure that he passed it and we get the score of that, I'm going to retain counsel as of right now.
I say even getting the point to take the bar is an accomplishment and a half.
I agree. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah. So thank you. For
I
your,
have never taken the bar.
I want to now.
Hey.
Will you coach me through it?
last
You
lawyer,
don't want to take it. I'm
last
gonna tell
lawyer
you
that
Okay.
last lawyer I knew became a circuit court judge.
It's true.
You're on your fucking way, bro.
All right. I got to
So what are you saying, that I have a good chance of becoming a judge if I
Go
retain
ahead,
counsel?
Phil. You earned it.
No. I'll vote for you.
Hell yeah, we have a friend that became a circuit court judge.
And you give up the Facebook and shit. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
I was
rules.
shocked
What
when
the
he's like, I
fuck?
can't have a Facebook. I'm like, dude, how am I ever going to talk to you anymore?
But tell me, as a judge, you make the fucking no. You don't make.
You just
the
have to
rules.
stop by his house, have a beer with him. Or
that's a lot of
hopefully you
work.
run into him at a restaurant that serves beer.
That's a lot of work.
There's a lot of hoops to jump through to be somebody special, I guess.
There is.
Fuck that.
Yeah, tell me, I know that.
I think
For sure.
I
I'm pretty
know what you're
special.
talking about, and I think you'd be pretty safe because I don't think anybody would ever out to harm him.
No. You
Never.
are wrong there. So during his campaign, he just on his own, during the whole pandemic thing, he went out and he bought, like, just him personally paid for 20 random lunches at a restaurant.
Pizzas.
Right? Didn't
like you
know
wouldn't believe.
anybody who was picking him up anything.
Right.
And I saw somebody bitching about that on Facebook. And it's like he went and basically bought 20 anonymous gift certificates.
That's the word anonymous. Yep, anonymous.
Didn't know who was getting them, and somebody's going to bitch about that.
Did it
Basically, he handed X amount of money to a business and said, hey, just give anybody, Republican, Democrat, Independent, or even Green
You
Party.
paid for this much. Whoever comes and gets him comes and gets him.
Because he supported a
Yeah.
business for one. A
I
local
witnessed
business.
the
Exactly.
same
He
thing.
did that at several businesses
Yep.
and got shit for it.
I witnessed the same thing. It was at the Blue Water Bar. He says, there's this many pizzas. I think he did 5 or 6 bars that night. 20 pizzas per bar or something. Well, somebody was up there bitching, and it took too long to make their pizza. So I went out.
free
I
pizza,
went and got
yeah.
a pizza.
Oh.
So I'm not going to lie to you. I took advantage of the situation. I went up and got one, and I tipped the bartender $15 or $20.
Good job.
And she says,
Tip your servers well.
out of 20 pizzas, you're at 17. She says, nobody has tipped us yet. you're the first one to tip us.
That's a strange thing because it does. And to-go orders or whatever it may be, they
You
don't
get a
tip.
free pizza.
Get a free
At
pizza.
least pay them what the pizza costs. Give the tip to the
If the bill
to
said zeros
waitress.
and they didn't think they had to
Right.
tip. So fucking
No,
cheap
yeah, I
bastards.
agree.
That sucks.
Sorry, I forgot to leave a tip on Saturday night, so I apologize to everybody.
I did not.
I get it. You get it.
I never forget to leave a tip.
They got tipped well. Really well.
Well, I apologize. Thank you for your service and servers and yeah.
I mean, the whole leaving a tip on a takeout order thing has taken a whole new meaning during the pandemic.
Of course it has.
Because I'm still bartending. When I had no customers at my rail, the only tips I were getting were from takeout orders.
I said it because my wife's a waitress also.
Yeah.
Your food's just not made wait for you if you order it to get it for takeout.
Somebody still had to take the order.
I still had to
Somebody
package it
still
up.
has to take it. Somebody
Yep.
still has to package
Yep.
it. Somebody still has to go get it, bring it to you.
Cheap
You
bastards.
always tip on takeout.
Cheap
Yeah,
bastards.
it's for me at my restaurant. It's I have to take your phone call, which means you're taking me away from the 4 or 5 other people that are at my bar. Then I have to go and package it all up, which is also taking me time away from the rest of my bar. And not leaving a tip on a takeout, even if it's just a few dollars, is just irritating.
Last year, so I always tip a little extra.
Me
and I
too.
always say thank you for coming to work.
I was going to say, because there's so many restaurants that are shut down because people are just not going to work. And so anybody who shows up, I'm willing to pay a little extra for the service that they're bringing. And, I think that's a big thing because here you have somebody that's showing up. They're not getting the normal tips that they would get because everything's kind of in that flux. And so, hey, tip a little extra. Yeah, honestly, if you're ordering out and you're so cheap that you cannot tip just a few extra bucks, you shouldn't order out.
Right.
Sit home and have bread and water.
Yep.
And then always on top of
Or go to the grocery
tipping
store.
a little extra, thank them for coming into work today. That
Exactly.
that little bit really helps them out, makes them feel better.
I mean, I'm personally of the opinion that if you don't know what you want when you call for a takeout order, you should be at least leaving $5 for a tip.
We have to read the whole menu.
So what do you have?
I have to read the menu to them.
Yeah. So
Oh, can I have sweet potato fries? We don't have sweet potato fries.
In
Fucking
all
name it.
in all honesty, those people couldn't read the menu themselves.
Nope.
Probably not. Yeah.
There is a lot of people out there, you wouldn't believe, that couldn't read or write at all different ages.
There are times when I will tell them literally every side that we have on our menu, and then they will try to get a side that we don't have, and then they will argue with me.
I do
like,
that.
yeah, you have sweet potato fries.
We've digressed to a point where my wife is playing the claw machine.
Oh, shit, she is. Look at her win.
Hold on, let's see if she wins. She's eyeing it up from the side.
Oh, she is.
Play-by-play. Come on, we got play-by-play people here.
I hope she gets us something good.
She shifts that claw to the right.
Now she moves back to the left side, wants to see what that
Now
means.
she's
Still
going
looking
to the
what's
front.
going on.
When
Slowly
it's the
slow
mash.
down.
Oh, there's the claw drop. There's the claw drop, and it's up. Oh, and it
It's a
is no
bust.
good.
Empty. Try again.
We
Try
get no
for Minnie.
mascot.
That's got to be Minnie right there in the black ears.
Let's see if she put the big bills in. She did.
She did.
She's
She's
going
got
again.
play number
She's
2.
going
Fucking
again.
right.
She's progressing that claw to the right.
Oh, she gets a
now
second
bounces
perspective.
around in front of the machine.
Yeah, I like that.
Getting a
Taking
better
look,
eye
taking
on
a
it.
look.
Still got her
Taking
hand on
another
the
look.
joystick. That's a play
Oh,
right
okay,
there.
what do we got?
That is a
Blocking
play.
the view.
Just saying, she does a
Hopeful.
good job on
What do we got?
joysticks.
What do we got?
She
oh,
lost
no.
Oh,
damn it.
Timed
So-
out. God damn it.
So close, too.
Took too fucking long.
Oh, she's going for more.
Yes.
I think she just put another 20 in there.
Poo
It's a
on
50.
top. Get
It's a
poo on
50.
top.
Folks, she put a 50 in.
50.
Are the kids getting braces or
She's
not?
at the
That's good
20.
braces.
She's at the 30. She's
That's
at
good
the
for two
40.
souls.
She picks. Nah.
Ah, coming up empty
Blue balls
again.
again.
Kids are not getting the owl this time.
Look at that little monkey run.
Oh, she's going again.
That was a ballsy
There's
move
one
at
more run.
$25
Oh,
a pull.
I'd go after-
She's got her eye on something she thinks she can get.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
wrong. She's wrong.
Determined.
All the way to the left.
She's wrong, but she thinks she can get it.
But she's determined.
Don't time
Yeah.
out.
I looked through that whole machine when I
Drop
first
that
walked
bitch.
in here, and I did not see any dick in there at all.
Ah, you were looking for dick.
Fresh.
Honestly, though, I saw her hip check the machine a few times, so
She's cheating.
Jar something
Shake it
little.
around, shake it around, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, roll them.
Entertaining.
All right. Any final thoughts? Let's wrap this bitch up.
Let's
we
grab
are
it.
at 44 minutes.
Oh, I know. I'm well aware.
You long
It's a
trip.
very long, short trip.
It's a very,
Quick
short,
trip.
it's a very short, swish. Wow. Anyway,
Whip drip.
I'm going to ask you all.
Stay tuned next week to see if Mary won anything from the claw machine.
She did not. She's walking away in defeat.
I'm out.
No mascots
Thank you,
tonight.
Shady Shores here in Sand Lake Township for hosting
Did you win
us.
anything? God damn it.
Wade, any final thoughts?
None here.
Wade, our attorney, no final thoughts. Matt, our Sasquatch expert, any final thoughts?
Come on, man.
Everybody drive safe tonight. Thank you for coming.
Take me home tonight.
No.
All right, Cowboy. Mike Smith, any final thoughts?
Always grab a second trash bag for those shitty fucking afternoons.
Absolutely. Adam.
And use a condom or
Oh,
don't.
I like it. More than one final thought. Adam,
If you haven't shit in a bucket, you're nobody.
Phil, I have no thoughts. All right. Wade Holcomb, attorney.
No regrets. Everybody Wang Chung tonight.
Matt Lindley, Sasquatch expert. Mike Smith, Cowboy, and favorite friend.
Remember, save your loads for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
That's right, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
During
He's
the
Adam
podcast.
Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. You've been listening to the PNA Podcast Express. Make good choices. Lord knows I didn't.